You're here again! It's a pleasure to see you once more. Yes, always good to be able to host you and offer you our hospitality here at Northworthy Sagas and Stories. As you may know by now, I am Tyrkir, the son of Thorkel. Last hail, good health to you all. Please watch our videos, don't forget to subscribe and follow us on Twitter and Reddit. And this story, in fact, a pair of stories, well, they both originate in the Trondelag, in northern Norway. And up there, the Norwegian folk, well, they earn their living fishing, farming, and occasionally they have dealings with the people who live further north, in Lapland. And the Laps, well, for the most part, they're herders. They pitch their tents wherever their grazing herds of reindeer happen to be at any given time. However, there are those Laps who do not bother trying to earn an honest living, like the brethren. Oh no, they're itinerant. And many of them are wizards. And so they can cause a good deal of trouble up there in the Trondelag. And these are two examples. There was a farmer's wife, and she was a respectable woman. In fact, her husband, he often used to do quite a lot of trading, so he'd be away for months on end sometimes. But she was very capable, knew how to manage their estate, and did just as good a job as any man would have done. And one day, well, she'd been tending her animals and was just outside her farmhouse when a Lap came walking out of the woods, and he demanded that she give him a good strong nanny goat. "Be off with you," she said. "Huh, I'm not giving a goat, a valuable animal, to any stranger who happens to come up and ask for one. Be off with you." And he didn't like this at all. He scowled at her and said that things would go ill for her. And with that, he disappeared into the woods. And she thought no more of this. However, a short while later, a great bear came from out of the trees, and it caused a great deal of commotion on the farmer's wife's land. By the time she got there, that bear, oh, it had killed 2 goats. And it looked at her for a moment. She was scared for her life. However, with an almost human expression in its eyes, the bear turned around and shambled back the way it had come. And, well, just a few moments later, the Lap reappeared, walking out of the exact same spot in the trees that the bear had vanished into. And he walked up to the farmer's wife, saying, "Come now, mother. Surely you'll be lending me a good nanny goat now, eh?" And she had no choice but to comply with his request, for she saw no other way of dealing with him. However, there are those folk in the Trondelag who have learned the ways of Lappish wizards and are more properly equipped to respond if they turn up and cause trouble. And one such incident occurred on another farmstead. And on this one, rather than goats, well, there were many, many pigs. The owner of the land, he was a great swine herder, and they made a great deal of money that way. It was the envy of many in the district. And one day, one of those wandering Lapps turned up there. He was begging for meat. He was turned away with some sharp words. And, well, as you can imagine, trouble soon followed. In fact, it was only a day later that a great grey wolf appeared on the farm, in the pigsty. There was a huge squealing that alerted the farmer and all those who worked for him. They rushed out and saw that the wolf was about to kill the prize pig of the herd. But then, an old man who was destitute, he'd fallen on hard times and been very kindly taken in by the farmer and his family, he looked over at that wolf and he pointed at it and said, "You over there, I know you. You're Sofran, the Lapp. I recognise you by your pigtail." And with that, the wolf dropped down dead. For if anyone calls out to a Lapp when they've changed their shape, then that's enough to kill them outright. And indeed, when they skinned the wolf, they found the Lapp's knife there being worn underneath the fur. And that's how to deal with a wizard who is also a werebeast. But for now, that's the end of our stories of the Werebear and the Werewolf of the Trondelag. Please keep on watching, and please click on the notification bell. Thank you.